Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm going to do a full face of makeup using these products I have right now, and these products are already in their pages for quite long, but for some reason I just didn't get it because I was so into their new releases, so I just don't think I need their old ones. But for me, I think it's also nice to try their old products. But I always had my eye on these products for so long, but for some reasons I just didn't pick it up because of their mixed reviews. They have good reviews, at the same time they have bad reviews, so I was like, okay, maybe I'm not going to get this stuff. But you know, not all products works for everyone, so I think some of these products that I got may work for me. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and start. First product I'm gonna try is their Focallure Skin Evolution Fluid Foundation, and I am in the shade number 3, which is Warm Ivory, and it has SPF 15. I mean, what the heck is FPS 15? Like, come on. Let me try to shake this first. I believe this is a little bit darker on my skin, but that's okay, then way more light for my skin. So it has a little bit thick consistency. So my technique of applying foundation is to use this type of brush. I think this is called a flat foundation brush, and I'm going to spread this all over my face, and then after I'm going to blend it with a sponge. This can like camouflage your imperfections, and it delivers a long-lasting velvet matte finish. I don't really like matte finish foundation, but this is something I would use if I am on my oily skin mood. But for now I have very dry skin, so I should have avoided matte foundations. But anyway, I want to try this, and I also want to let you see how it works. No, it really does cover your imperfection, but it is actually a little bit darker on my skin. If you're someone who loves full coverage foundation and if you want something matte, then this is perfect for you. But of course, I will also do a wear test so that we can see how all of this turns out until the end of the day, if they're worth buying for. So the next product here is a concealer, and this one is from Stagenius. This is their Power Cover Concealer, and I am in the shade 02, which is peach. And at Shopee I think it's called beige, but in their box it's called peach, and I am really thinking that this is a very peachy shade. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and what they said here in the description. I think they didn't put anything here. I don't want to read the description because they're just gonna make you look dumb. It has a regular doe foot applicator, and then so I'm just gonna apply this on my under eye, just a tiny dot. Oh god, it really does look so peach. But we'll just try to blend this one. Oh, you know what? It's not that bad. It is also full coverage, and somehow I thought it was a worst peach, but it turns out really good. It does blend on the type of foundation I'm using, and I think that's really nice. I usually use the peach color corrector on my under eyes, so this is also a nice color corrector, but I think this is better if you use this before your foundation, because if you apply this on top of your foundation, I don't think this will, you know, look good. But since my foundation is a little more dark than my regular skin color, so I think they just both blend out. And now finally I'm going to use their Focallure contour stick, and this is in the shade number 4 brown. So this contains like 6 grams, but the shade number 4 for me, it just looks so warm for my skin tone. But you know what, I can just use this one as my bronzer and not as a contour. I should have got the shade number 3. Hey guys, I'm editing this video. I just went back to the Focallure page, and it turns out that this is the darkest shade already and not the number 3. The number 3 is more lighter. So yeah, this is the darkest shade, by the way. I think that one looks more cooler than this one, but you know, let's just try this. So I'm going to use this part with a sponge, and then here with this flat foundation brush. So I'm going to blend this side first. Oh, it blends right away. I just kinda apply it way too near on my hairlines. I like this shade, but I would rather use this as a bronzer and not for contour. Anyway, I want to check my concealer if it did crease. Oh, somehow it didn't crease. It's been sitting here for like 5 minutes, and that's really nice. I also got their highlighter stick, and this is in the shade gold. So this also has 6 grams. It's just the same as the contour. So this is what it looks like. Wow, that's plenty. Ooh, that's so nice. Wonder how it looks like on my skin. So I think I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers so that I have more control in applying. Oh, it melts right away. It really melts on your what do you call this one? Middle finger. So I'm just gonna apply this on the temples of my cheek. It feels dewy, it looks dewy, but for me it doesn't show the highlighter. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So you have to apply it directly on your skin. Oh, so that's what I'm talking about, but it doesn't really show up. Maybe because I'm inside my room and you know the ring light doesn't really catches the highlighter. I don't know if you can really see it. It doesn't dry on your skin. It rather feels like you're applying a lip balm on your cheek. Now to set everything in place, I am going to use their Focallure Match Max Baking and Setting Loose Powder. I got the shade Translucent. I like that it feels so fine and it's not grainy. So it has a powder puff, which is so soft. But I'm just gonna use my tiny brush for my under eye. I like that it doesn't have any scent. This is the reason why I like translucent powder, because I don't need to match it with the foundation or match it with my concealer. You can pair it to whatever foundation shade you're wearing. So, and now for brows, I don't know why I picked up this product, but it's just so, for me, it's kind of like very intriguing. And I pick up their Focallure Fluff Max Tinted Brow Ink Pen, and this is in the shade Deep Brown, and this is what it looks like. Oh, sorry, I still have powder here. So this is what the brow pen looks like. So you're gonna fill in the gaps of your brows and try to create like a hair stroke, but I don't know how to do this. Okay, so just let's try. Should I apply it like this? Should I use it like this or like that? Oh my god, what am I doing? Am I doing the right way? I'm just so scared that I might overdraw it and it turns so dark and intense. Okay, let me just fill in this gap. I just picked this up out of curiosity, but you know what, just use your regular brow product and that's it. And products like these is just so time consuming, and if you're someone who is on the rush, so better just use your regular brow product, the one that you keep using, because this one just, you know, it's very time consuming and you really had to be careful while applying this. So for my mascara, I'm using the microfiber lash mascara. This is in the shade brown. It's not something that I haven't tried, but I have the black shade, but you know, I really want to try a brown mascara. So while I let my mascara dry, I'm going to finish the look with the Stagenius Glossy Liquid Lipstick, and I am in the shade Fashionista, which is number 6. It's a very glossy, shimmery lip gloss, and I don't mind having a little bit of a glitters in it because I really love different types of lip gloss. And this is what it looks like. Very gorgeous packaging. And let me apply this without any lip liner because I'm going to apply a lip liner after. And this is what it looks like. Oh my goodness. Smells like vanilla. I really love the shade, and the gloss is not that sticky. If you're someone who doesn't love sticky gloss, and this one is not, it's just perfect. So this is in the shade Fashionista, and this is what it looks like if you don't apply a lip liner, or if you just wanna apply this alone. And this is the finished look. What do you guys think? For me, I like the foundation. It just doesn't suit for my dry skin as of the moment, but I know this will just change. For the concealer, I just picked up the wrong shade. Peach undertone concealers can actually brighten up your under eyes, especially if you have medium to dark skin tone. I can even use the peach color corrector on my under eye, and I can just cover it with the exact foundation shade for me. And the bronzer stick, it just looks very warm on my skin, and I don't look like I'm contouring my skin. I look like I'm just bronzing. And for the highlighter, I honestly don't reach for it. I just don't like how it turns out, and the highlighter just seems to like disappear like now, just like I'm applying a lip balm on my skin. And if you're someone who has an oily skin complexion, then it's not a good product for you. The powder is okay. I love translucent powder, and I don't have any problem with translucent powder, but let's see how this turns out after the end of the day. And for the brow pen, I just don't like the brow pen. It didn't give me the bad brow look, but for me it's just so time consuming, and I think it's just better to just use your regular brow product. The mascara looks so natural. I don't know if you do this type of technique, but I apply my mascara first, let it dry, and then curl my lashes. For the lip gloss, it feels bitter. I don't know why it feels bitter. I kind of like I don't know, I just use this lip gloss, but then something feels bitter inside my tongue and I don't like it. But the shade, I like it, how glossy it is, but there's just something. So I don't know what's going on with this. It's not expired, but it expires on 2023. I will put all the product links down in my description box and you can just check that out. It's almost 1 o'clock, so I think I'm just gonna do a quick wear test. So I'll just see you after 5 hours. Hello guys, welcome back. So it's now exactly 5 hours since I did this makeup, and this is what my face is looking like. So naturally, I always like excrete oil in this part of my face, and surprisingly I didn't have any oil on my forehead. The rest of my face is okay. The contour is still visible, or like the bronzer, so it is still here. The brows, it is still perfectly fine. And the mascara is still there, and the concealer, surprisingly, it did not crease and it didn't feel cakey. The foundation and the concealer did not feel cakey on my skin. I didn't see any separation. It did not oxidize. The highlighter, I think it already blends with my oily skin. I don't like the highlighter. It doesn't really appear nice on the skin, and it doesn't have that highlighter thingy. And the gloss is the worst. I don't recommend the gloss. I don't know if it's only the shade Fashionista has that kind of bitter feeling. I didn't lick my lips, but I just felt a very bitter taste inside my mouth when I applied that lip gloss, and I just don't like it. I like the color, but I just don't feel comfortable using that gloss. If you're watching this and if you have the Stagenius gloss, let me know down in the comments if you also experience what I've experienced. I seriously don't want to use this gloss anymore. It's so hot in my room. I'm overheating. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Let me know down in the comments if you still want me to do this kind of videos. Anyway, I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye!